Welcome back. In this series, we take a look at a pair of shoes and try to find the part of the shoe that exhibits art. Now, some shoes are complicated and some shoes are simple. Some have very, very sharp lasts and very, very strong lines. And some are unlined shoes designed for summer and are supposed to be, by their very nature, simple. And yet, some shoemakers, and I'd like to think that this one that we're looking at here, which is not Meerman, by the way, they're fig trees. I've ordered trees from the shoemaker and I'm just waiting for them. But some find a way to bring a tremendous amount of art into their shoes. And this maker, who is Antonio Meccariello, does just that. Now, this is a, maybe it'll help. I know some people think that it's easier to imagine what the shoe looks like on when you lace it properly. So I'll do that here with one, just for the purpose of this. Now, as we look at this, and as we look at this shoe, okay, there's a few things here that stand out tremendously. You know, the line of the shoe, the way this can be just a beautiful reverse suede and have such a defined line, you know, on a lot of different angles. You know, the heel cap really being fake. You know, he put a heel counter on the inside in order to provide structure to the shoe. All right. And I think it's good to actually have this there, right? But as you're looking at this and as you're looking at this shoe, this heel counter is holding the structure of the shoe together. So he put a lining in it in order to hold the heel counter together. But that's it. You look on the rest of the shoe, it's just unlined. You just see the leather. Did the same thing in the toe. So it has structure. You can see that he did his traditional apron for a Centurion into these, which doesn't necessarily show for suede, but it still looks a lot better. It is meticulously done by hand. You could tell that it's done by hand looking at the stitches. Right? Looking at that he is actually joining leather together. But it's a casual shoe. He has this rubber sole on it, which by the way is the same rubber sole that Edward Green uses. But look at how he actually sinks the stitches into it so that they look very, very different. Then when you look at the stitch density here, that's not like nothing you've ever seen. You know, very, very different. But that's not what makes it art. What makes it art is balance. He balances the aesthetic designs in the shoe with the functional aspects of the shoe. And in the end, he just makes something beautiful. For whatever reason today, I'm finding the trees distracting, so I'm just going to take them out. And here we are. Just a gorgeous shoe. And again, I know some people really, really like them laced. Sometimes people wear them tightly laced, sometimes people wear them loosely laced. That's really up to the wearer. Now, when you look at the design and you look at the balance, I can't get over how this design right here, that sweep of the shoe, is just very, very different. You can see the leatherwork in the heels. Most makers on a suede shoe don't do a leather stack. They certainly don't craft it quite like that. Perfectly balanced. The suede on this is first rate. Like all Meccariellos, his leather stands him apart. You can always tell his shoes because of the beautiful leather. And I can't say that about anybody else. Now, I've had flawless leather with many makers, but these just stand out. And this is chocolate suede, right? Now, I have a lot of shoes that are dark brown suede split toes, but I have nothing quite like this. I even bought a pair from Acme to try to compare, but it's incomparable. I really find that these are just, and this is the Capri, a beautiful way of executing on a simple shoe. Even the heel, nothing fancy, very straightforward, single joint, and then he puts a stitch line on each side, that little white linen thread for contrast, puts his signature block up here, and it just looks wonderful. His insoles come down to about here instead of about here, which makes them a little different that way. They also don't come up when your feet, when you're barefoot, which is important for a shoe like this. And they're just very, very comfortable. So, one of the most comfortable pairs of shoes I own? Yes. Is it a Centurion like his other Centurions? I don't know. I've ordered one, and I've got plans with him for a second one, which I will be hopefully ordering here in the next few weeks. So, very excited about these. Very excited to wear them every time they're up in the rotation, and super excited to share them with you. If you're interested, and I get nothing out of this, I'm just a really big fan of these shoes. He still has these available on his website, the hand-welted Centurion Capri, and he has it in a variety of suede colors, and he does have a wait list. Sometimes it takes 6 months to get a pair of shoes. So if you are interested in having a pair of these for next summer, might be a good idea to put them on your list and get them ordered up soon. Now, he has a variety of colors. I've seen gentlemen in the shoe community with blueberry ones. I've seen green ones. I've seen all kinds of different browns. I think this was color number 10, but there were like 14 different colors of suede, which is one of the great things about suede, is that you can put it together in a lot of great colors. So think about if you want a split toe shoe that is really different than any of the others out there, give this shoe a try.